Hey, chosen one, yes, you. Can you feel that shift in your spirit? That unshakable knowing deep within? Something powerful is about to unfold in your life. And it's bigger than you ever imagined. The kind of blessing that doesn't just change your bank account, it transforms your entire destiny. Wealth is coming, and it's coming for you. But not just any wealth, divine abundance. The kind that brings freedom, peace, and purpose. You see, what's meant for you has already been set aside. It's waiting in what some might call a heavenly vault, a blessing prepared by God Himself. The only question is, are you ready to receive it? There's a reason you're hearing this message today. Nothing happens by accident. What if this is your divine confirmation? Before we go any further, I want to take a moment to express my deep gratitude to those of you who have given through Super Thanks. Your generosity is a true act of faith, and it fuels this mission. May God bless you abundantly for every seed you've sown. And if you believe that your season of overflow is near, take a step of faith and comment 999 below, a number representing divine completion and breakthrough. Could this be the very moment where everything shifts for you? Chosen one, let me ask you, have you ever felt like you were meant for more? Despite the struggles, deep down, haven't you always known that lack was never your portion? That your spirit wasn't designed to live in limitation, but to walk in divine favor? Perhaps you've seen glimpses, unexpected provisions, doors that opened when you least expected them. What if those were just the beginning? The truth is, wealth isn't just about money, it's about alignment. When you shift your mindset, your reality follows. So, if you're ready to step into the abundant life God has already prepared for you, keep watching, because what I'm about to share could be the very key that unlocks the breakthrough you've been waiting for. God's chosen ones, do you know you're about to be rich? Your blessing is coming. Chosen one, let me share something deeply transformative with you. Have you ever stopped to observe how people speak about money? For so many, money feels like a forbidden topic, wrapped in shame, frustration, or even guilt. The only time they bring it up is when they don't have enough, repeating cycles of stress and scarcity in their lives. But have you ever asked yourself this question? What energy am I bringing to my relationship with money? Most people unknowingly focus on lack. They ask, I'm working so hard, so why isn't the money showing up? Or, I pray for abundance. But where is it? These thoughts, dear chosen one, keep them stuck. They are fixated on the absence of money rather than on the abundance that is already available. But let me tell you something profound. The way you think and feel about money determines whether it flows toward you or away from you. Now, here's the key. Money in itself is not the root of evil, it's a tool, a resource, and a byproduct of something far greater, value. Money is the natural outcome of the value you create for others. It's not something to be chased, but something to be earned through alignment, action, and faith. Let me ask you this. What value are you creating in the world? What seeds are you planting? Because the Bible teaches us that whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 says, Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. When you give your time, your energy, your ideas, and your resources freely and joyfully, the universe ensures that you will receive in return, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Luke chapter 6 verse 38 tells us, Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. But, chosen one, before we even talk about giving or taking action, we need to address something even more critical, your mindset. Everything begins and ends with how you see yourself. Let me ask you, do you see yourself as abundant? Do you see yourself as a person worthy of wealth and blessings? Because here's the truth, you will attract more of who you are, not just what you want. The energy you carry, your vibration, is like a magnet. If you carry fear, doubt, and thoughts of scarcity, you will attract more of the same. But if you carry confidence, gratitude, and certainty in your heart, abundance will flow toward you. Let me give you an example from Scripture. When the widow in 1 Kings chapter 17 verses 7 to 16 was down to her last handful of flour and a little oil, she faced a choice. She could hold tightly to what little she had, operating from a place of fear, or she could trust in God's promise of provision. She chose to give, baking a small cake for the prophet Elijah, and as a result, her jar of flour was never empty, and her jug of oil never ran dry. This is the power of faith and giving. Even in lack, she acted with the mindset of abundance, and God blessed her beyond measure. Now, think about your own life. Chosen one, what if the lack you perceive is only a test of your faith? What if it's an opportunity to shift your vibration? The law of attraction, which is rooted in spiritual truth, teaches us that your thoughts and beliefs set the tone for what you experience. As Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. When you think of yourself as poor or undeserving, you block the flow of abundance. But when you see yourself as rich in spirit, worthy, and capable, you align with the blessings that God and the universe are ready to pour into your life. Let's get practical for a moment. Imagine your dream life. What does it look like? Is it the home you've always wanted, the freedom to travel anywhere in the world, or the ability to bless others without hesitation? Now ask yourself this: what kind of person do I need to become to live that life? It's not just about visualizing abundance, it's about embodying it. If you want to be wealthy, start acting like someone who is wealthy, not in materialistic ways, but in mindset and energy. Be generous, be confident, and trust that God's provision is already en route. But here's something even deeper to consider. Why do you want wealth? What will you do with it? Remember, chosen one, you are not called to hoard riches for yourself. You are called to be a steward, a vessel through which God's blessings flow. When you align your desire for wealth with a higher purpose, to help others, to serve, and to glorify God, your blessings will multiply. This is not just about money, it's about impact. As Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 reminds us, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Chosen one, I know this path isn't always easy. Doubts will arise, and the enemy will try to convince you that abundance isn't meant for you. But let me remind you of this: you were chosen to break cycles of lack, to create wealth, and to share that wealth with the world. God has already equipped you with everything you need to succeed. So, what will you do next? Will you cling to old patterns of fear and scarcity, or will you step boldly into the mindset of abundance? Let me leave you with this thought: the wealth you desire is not somewhere far off in the distance, it's already here. It's waiting for you to align with it, to claim it, to step into the person God has called you to be. So, chosen one, are you ready to take that step? Are you ready to break free from the chains of lack and embrace the abundance that has always been your birthright? Chosen one, you've probably experienced this before. People looking at you, doubting you, whispering things like, "What is she even talking about? She's broke." They see your current situation, but they don't understand your vision. They don't realize that what's visible now is temporary, and what you're building in the unseen is eternal. These doubters fail to grasp one of the most powerful principles in existence: the power of thought and the power of words. Do you know how powerful your words are? Every time you speak, you are shaping your reality. If you repeatedly say, "I'm broke," or "I'll never have enough," you are affirming lack over your life. But when you declare, "I am rich," even when your circumstances seem to say otherwise, you are planting seeds of abundance. These seeds, when watered with faith, will grow into the harvest you've been waiting for. This principle is as old as creation itself. Remember in Genesis chapter 1 verse 3 when God said, "Let there be light." and light appeared. That is the power of the spoken word. It brings the unseen into reality. Think about this, chosen one. Have you ever noticed how people who consistently speak negatively about their finances stay stuck? They might say things like, "Money is the root of all evil," or "Rich people must be dishonest." But here's the truth. Those beliefs don't just harm their mindset, they repel abundance. How can you attract what you secretly resent? The Bible teaches us in Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21. Asterisk, death and life are in the power of the tongue. If your words hold such power, what are you speaking over your life right now? Let me share something I've learned on this journey. The difference between wealth and poverty isn't just about hard work, it's about mindset. You've probably heard stories of people who work tirelessly their entire lives but never break free from financial struggle. On the other hand, there are those who seem to attract success effortlessly. What sets them apart? It's not luck, it's their ability to align their thoughts, words, and actions with abundance. Here's an example. Imagine two people starting with the same circumstances. One says, "I'll never get out of this mess. Money is hard to come by." The other says, "This is temporary. I am on the path to financial freedom." Which one do you think will create a better future? It's not just about positive thinking. It's about aligning your thoughts and words with your belief in abundance. As the Bible reminds us in Luke chapter 6 verse 45. Asterisk, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What you say reflects what you believe, and what you believe shapes your reality. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many people want wealth, but they sabotage themselves with their language and beliefs. They say they desire abundance, but in the same breath, they criticize those who have it. How often have you heard phrases like, "Rich people are greedy," or "You can't get wealthy without doing something shady"? These beliefs create an invisible barrier that keeps abundance away. Chosen one, if you have ever held on to these thoughts, it's time to let them go. Abundance is not reserved for the dishonest or the elite. It's available to those who align their mindset, faith, and actions with it. Let me remind you of the power of faith language. Imagine walking into a room full of people and confidently declaring, "I am blessed, I am rich, everything I touch prospers." Some might laugh, some might doubt, but the universe and the Creator hear you. When you speak with faith, you align yourself with divine favor. This is what the Bible means in Joel chapter 3 verse 10 when it says, Asterisk, let the weak say, "I am strong." Even in your lowest moments, you must speak as though your victory is already here. Chosen one, do you see the opportunity before you right now? You have the chance to reprogram your thoughts and words. Start today. When you wake up, instead of thinking, "How will I make it through?" declare, "I am grateful for the blessings coming my way." When you face challenges, don't say, "I can't afford this." Instead, ask yourself, "How can I create the resources to make this possible?" This subtle shift in language transforms your mindset, opening doors you didn't even know existed. But remember, this isn't about pretending or lying to yourself. It's about aligning your words with the truth of your potential. Even if your circumstances don't reflect it yet, you must believe that abundance is your destiny. Look at Joseph in the Bible. His brothers sold him into slavery, and he spent years in prison. To the outside world, he appeared broken and forgotten. But Joseph never spoke against his destiny. He remained faithful, and in time, he rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. What if he had allowed his situation to dictate his words? Would he have stepped into his God-ordained position? Chosen one, this is your Joseph moment. Your words hold the power to elevate you from where you are to where you are meant to be. What will you speak over your life today? Will you allow doubt, fear, or resentment to control your narrative? Or will you boldly declare, "I am chosen, I am abundant, I am ready for all that God has for me"? Chosen one, hear me when I say this. You are about to be rich. Can you feel it? Do you know it to be true deep in your spirit? Because here's the divine principle. If you know it, truly know it, it becomes your reality. This is not wishful thinking. This is faith in action. Faith is not empty words or hollow hope. It's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 says, Asterisk, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Your wealth is not just a dream, it's as real as the air you're breathing. But here's the key. You must believe it fully and completely for it to manifest. Now, let me ask you, chosen one, do you believe that wealth is already yours? Because the moment you do, everything begins to shift. You're not just hoping for financial freedom, you're aligning yourself with the vibration of abundance. The money you've dreamed of isn't a fantasy, it's already waiting for you in a state of potential. It exists, ready to manifest into your life as soon as you match its frequency. It's not yet in your hands, but it's as good as there, hovering in your vibrational escrow, waiting for you to claim it. The Creator, the Most High, has already orchestrated blessings for you, but it's up to you to align yourself to receive them. Think about it this way. Have you ever tuned a radio to the wrong station and heard static? That's what it's like when you're out of alignment with your blessings. The wealth is there, the frequency is broadcasting, but you can't access it because your mindset is tuned to lack or fear. But when you adjust your thoughts, when you align with abundance, the static disappears. Suddenly, everything becomes clear, and the blessings flow freely. Chosen one, let's take this a step deeper. The broader part of your being, your higher self, the divine spark within you, longs for you to be affluent. Why? Because with wealth, your ability to impact the world grows exponentially. Money isn't evil, it's a magnifier. It amplifies who you already are. If you're a person who loves to serve, to help others, to build and create, imagine the good you can do with more resources. Wealth isn't just about personal comfort, it's about purpose. Consider this. If you had unlimited resources right now, what would you do? Would you build homes for the homeless, provide food for the hungry, or start a foundation to uplift those in need? Imagine the lives you could touch, the communities you could transform. This is why the Most High desires abundance for you, not for selfish gain, but so you can be a vessel for His work. Let me share a truth with you. Wealth is a divine tool. Throughout the Bible, we see examples of those who used their resources for good. Take Abraham, for instance. God blessed him abundantly, making him wealthy in livestock, silver, and gold. Genesis chapter 13 verse 2 says, Asterisk, Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold. But Abraham's wealth wasn't just for his own benefit, it was part of God's covenant to make him a blessing to others. The same is true for you. The wealth coming your way is not just for you to enjoy, but for you to use as a force for good in this world. But here's the challenge, chosen one. Are you ready to embrace this responsibility? Are you ready to step into the role of stewarding wealth, knowing that it's not just about personal gain, but about multiplying blessings for others? Because here's the truth. You obtain wealth by being a force for good. The universe rewards those who give, who serve, and who align their desires with a higher purpose. As Jesus taught in Luke chapter 12 verse 48, Asterisk, to whom much is given, much will be required. Your wealth comes with a mission, and it's a mission only you can fulfill. Now, let's address a potential roadblock. Some people believe that wealth is inherently bad, that money corrupts. But, chosen one, let me set the record straight. Money is not the problem, it's the heart of the person who holds it. If you're already generous, kind, and compassionate, wealth will only magnify those traits. On the other hand, if you're selfish or fearful, money will reveal that too. This is why it's so important to prepare yourself now, to become the person who can handle the blessings that are coming. So, how will you align with abundance today? How will you prepare your heart, your mind, and your actions to receive the wealth that's waiting for you? This isn't about pretending or faking it. It's about stepping into your identity as someone who is blessed and called for greatness. Begin to see yourself as the person God has already designed you to be. Chosen one, this is your moment. You are on the brink of something extraordinary. The wealth you've dreamed of is not just a possibility, it's a promise. But it's up to you to step into it, to claim it, and to use it for good. Are you ready to embrace your destiny and become a force for abundance in the world? Chosen one, let's have a real conversation about something crucial, your mindset. It's not just a small part of the equation, it's everything. Your mindset is the foundation of how you live, what you attract, and what you create. Life has thrown its share of challenges your way, hasn't it? You know what it feels like to struggle, to wonder how you're going to pay the bills, to feel the weight of financial uncertainty pressing down on your shoulders. And let's be honest, you're tired of it. But here's the thing. Something inside you refuses to settle. You look around and see others thriving. Maybe they're traveling, building beautiful homes, or helping their communities in ways you dream of doing. When you see this, it doesn't make you jealous. It ignites something within you. It inspires you, because you know deep down that you're capable of more, that you were created for more. You've always felt it, haven't you? That quiet voice within you that says there's a better life waiting for you. Let's be real. Money isn't everything, but it touches almost every part of your life. Even the most basic necessities, food, shelter, healthcare, require money in this world. You're not wrong for wanting more. In fact, you're tired of just scraping by. Or maybe you're not struggling as much as you used to. Maybe you're managing okay. But, chosen one, you know there's more out there for you. You dream of living a life of freedom, taking vacations, blessing your family, helping others in ways that matter, and experiencing the fullness of life. Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't have to resort to desperate measures to achieve wealth. You don't have to compromise your values, your integrity, or your soul. There's a pervasive myth in this world, one that says gaining money means losing your soul. That seeking wealth makes you greedy or sinful. But, chosen one, don't believe the lies. This myth is designed to keep people powerless, stuck in cycles of lack and scarcity. Let's reflect on this through the lens of Scripture. Consider the parable of the talents in Matthew chapter 25 verses 14 to 30. A master gives 3 servants talents, one receives 5, another 2, and the last 1. The first 2 invest their talents, doubling what they were given. But the third, out of fear, buries his talent in the ground. When the master returns, he rewards the first 2, saying, "Well done, good and faithful servant." But to the one who buried his talent, he says, "You wicked and lazy servant." What does this teach us? God expects us to multiply what we're given, not to hide or diminish it out of fear. Wealth is a tool, and when used wisely, it can create blessings for yourself and others. Being in constant lack isn't a virtue, it's a sign that something is out of alignment in your perception. Have you ever noticed how lack creates fear, and fear creates stagnation? When you believe that money is scarce or that you're unworthy of abundance, you block the very flow of blessings God has designed for you. Think of it this way. Would a loving Creator who made the beauty of the earth and the abundance of the heavens want you to live in struggle and limitation? Of course not. Take the story of Jabez in 1 Chronicles chapter 4 verses 9 to 10. Jabez cried out to God, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me, and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain." What happened next? The scripture says God granted his request. Jabez didn't see his circumstances as permanent. He asked boldly, believing he was worthy of abundance. And God honored his faith. The problem isn't wanting wealth, it's the way many people perceive it. They see money as either unattainable or corrupting. But here's the truth. Money is neutral. It's a tool, a resource, and a magnifier. If you're a kind, giving, and virtuous person, money will only amplify those traits. It will allow you to give more, serve more, and live more fully. But if your perception is that money is evil, you'll unknowingly repel it, keeping yourself in cycles of struggle. Consider this. Do you feel guilty for wanting more? If so, ask yourself why. Is it because you've been taught that wealth is selfish or that abundance is only for certain people? Let me challenge that belief right now. There is no divine honor in barely getting by. There is no spiritual reward for struggling to survive. What if the very reason you've been chosen is to break free from that cycle? To show others what's possible when you align your mindset with abundance. Chosen one, this is about more than just paying bills or affording a vacation. This is about stepping into your true purpose. When your needs are met, when you're living in abundance, you're free to focus on what really matters, your mission, your calling, and the ways you can impact others. Imagine waking up every day without the weight of financial stress. Imagine the peace and clarity that comes with knowing your cup is full, so you can pour into others. Do you see now that abundance isn't selfish, it's a form of stewardship? When you align your perception, you align with God's purpose for your life. And here's a thought for you to reflect on. If you're feeling stuck or limited, it's not because you're incapable, it's because your mindset hasn't yet caught up with your potential. Take Solomon as an example. When God appeared to him in a dream and asked what he desired, Solomon didn't ask for riches or power. He asked for wisdom to govern God's people. And because his heart was in the right place, God said, I will give you a wise and discerning heart. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor. This is found in 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 12 to 13. Solomon's abundance was a byproduct of his alignment with God's purpose. So, chosen one, what beliefs are holding you back? Are you willing to let go of the myths and lies that have kept you in lack? Are you ready to embrace the truth that wealth is not only possible for you, but as part of your divine purpose? This isn't just about gaining money, it's about transforming your mindset. It's about seeing abundance as your birthright, as a tool to fulfill your calling. The moment you shift your perception, the chains of limitation will fall away. This is your time to step into alignment, to live fully, and to inspire others to do the same. Chosen one, you felt it, haven't you? That sharp contrast between where you were and where you know you're meant to be. It's undeniable, and it stirs something deep in your soul. Whether you kneel in prayer or speak your desires out loud in affirmations, you are sending a call into the universe, asking for something better, something greater. And here's the truth, on a vibrational level, what you desire is already yours. But the key to bringing it into reality lies in aligning your energy with what you seek. Let's think about this for a moment. Why is it that so many who come into sudden wealth, like lottery winners, often find themselves back where they started? Studies show that within a few years, most lottery winners lose their fortune. Why? Because their mindset hasn't aligned with their new reality. They are not vibrationally prepared to handle abundance. So the wealth slips through their fingers. Their old habits, beliefs, and perceptions pull them back into the same cycles of lack they lived in before. But here's the good news. The opposite is also true. Someone whose mindset is rooted in abundance doesn't just maintain wealth, they grow it. Even if they falter, even if they lose everything, their abundant mindset will guide them to rebuild and thrive again. Think of Job in the Bible. He lost everything, his wealth, his family, his health, yet Job remained faithful and believed in God's restoration. And what happened? God blessed him with double what he had before. Job chapter 42 verse 10 says, "The Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as much as he had before." That's the power of a mindset aligned with abundance. It doesn't just sustain, it multiplies. Chosen one, I'm here to remind you, you are not meant to live in lack, you are meant for abundance. You are not the kind of person who merely survives, you are destined to thrive. But I know what you might have heard from others. People might have told you that aspiring for wealth is wrong, that it's more virtuous to live humbly in scarcity to avoid corruption. But let me challenge that idea. Who benefits from that narrative? It's a story meant to keep people subordinate, afraid to rise, afraid to claim the blessings that are rightfully theirs. Let's look at Scripture for clarity. In Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18, we are reminded, but remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms His covenant. If wealth were inherently wrong, why would God bless His people with the ability to create it? Wealth is not the problem. It's how you use it and the mindset with which you approach it. God doesn't bless you with abundance to hoard it or misuse it. He blesses you so you can be a blessing to others. Here's the truth. Doing good often requires financial resources. How can you feed the hungry, clothe the poor, or build homes for the homeless without the means to do so? In 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 8, Paul writes, and God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. Did you catch that? God's abundance equips you to do good works. Aspiring for more isn't selfish, it's a form of stewardship. Now, let's talk about your role in this. To step into abundance, you must first align your energy with it. Ask yourself, do I truly believe I am worthy of wealth? Am I prepared to handle the blessings I'm asking for? Aligning with abundance doesn't just mean thinking positively, it means preparing yourself to receive. It's about shifting your mindset, adopting new habits, and becoming the person who can manage, grow, and multiply wealth. Think of the parable of the sower in Matthew chapter 13 verses 3 to 9. Seeds sown on rocky soil withered. Seeds among thorns were choked out. But seeds on good soil produced 100-fold. What kind of soil is your mindset? Is it rocky with doubt or thorny with fear? Or is it fertile, ready to nurture the seeds of abundance? Chosen one, this is your opportunity to break free from old narratives that no longer serve you. You are not here to settle for just enough. You are here to rise, to create, and to thrive. Don't let anyone convince you that wanting more is wrong. There is nothing righteous about living in constant lack when you are capable of so much more. Imagine the good you could do, the lives you could impact, the legacy you could leave behind if you embrace the abundance that is meant for you. Now, let me ask you, are you ready to shift your mindset? Are you ready to align your energy, not just with what you want, but with the kind of person you need to become to steward that blessing? Because abundance isn't just about having more, it's about becoming more. Chosen one, let me speak directly to your heart. Being wealthy because you are contributing positively to the world is not just good fortune, it's a reflection of your alignment with a higher purpose. This isn't a coincidence or mere luck. When your work, your gifts, and your actions create value, uplift others, and make the world a better place, the wealth that flows to you is a divine response. It's the natural outcome of your alignment with the abundant flow of the universe and the Creator's will. Imagine this. You write a book that touches the lives of millions. Maybe it helps someone break free from a cycle of negativity, guides them toward their dreams, or simply provides comfort and hope during a difficult season. That book becomes a bestseller, and wealth flows into your life as a result. Should you feel guilty about that? Absolutely not. That wealth is proof of the value you've created. It's evidence that you have sown seeds of goodness and reaped a harvest of abundance. This is the principle of divine reciprocity in action. You reap what you sow. Let's turn to Scripture for an even deeper understanding. In Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22, it says, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and He adds no sorrow with it." When your wealth comes from a place of alignment with God's purpose, it is not something to feel ashamed of, it is a blessing. It is not tainted, nor does it come with regret or guilt. Instead, it comes with peace and fulfillment, knowing that your resources are a reflection of the positive impact you've made in the world. Now, consider this truth. Wealth earned through positive contributions is not only natural but necessary. Why? Because abundance amplifies your ability to do good. With more resources, you can help more people, create more opportunities, and leave a larger legacy. Imagine being able to fund scholarships for students, build homes for families in need, or start a foundation that serves your community. These are not far-off dreams. These are the realities you can create when you embrace abundance. Think of Joseph in the Bible. His journey was filled with trials, betrayal, slavery, imprisonment, but through it all, he remained faithful and aligned with his purpose. When God elevated Joseph to a position of power in Egypt, he didn't just receive wealth and influence for his own gain. He used his resources to save entire nations from famine. This story is found in Genesis chapter 41. Joseph's story reminds us that abundance is a tool for fulfilling a greater mission. What if your wealth is meant to be someone else's miracle? Now, let's address something that holds many people back: the guilt and fear surrounding wealth. Society has ingrained a harmful narrative that aspiring for wealth is selfish or wrong. People might say, it's better to remain humble, or money corrupts. But, chosen one, let me challenge that thinking. Who benefits from this narrative? Certainly not you. These lies are designed to keep you small, to make you doubt your worthiness, and to keep you in a cycle of scarcity. Here's the truth. Money is not inherently good or evil, it's a tool. In the hands of someone aligned with a higher purpose, it becomes a force for extraordinary good. In the hands of someone ruled by greed, it becomes destructive. But you, chosen one, are not ruled by greed. You are ruled by faith, purpose, and love. Your abundance will not corrupt you. It will empower you to serve, to build, and to transform lives. Look at King Solomon, the wisest and wealthiest man in the Bible. When God appeared to him in a dream and asked what he desired, Solomon didn't ask for wealth or power. He asked for wisdom to lead God's people. This story is found in 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 5 to 13. Because Solomon's heart was in the right place, God not only granted him wisdom but also blessed him with unparalleled wealth and honor. Solomon's story teaches us that wealth aligned with purpose is a divine blessing, not something to fear or reject. Now, chosen one, let's reflect on your role in this. To step into the abundance that is waiting for you, you must embrace the mindset of abundance. This means seeing yourself as capable, deserving, and aligned with wealth. Too often, people block their blessings because they feel unworthy or cling to limiting beliefs about money. But let me ask you, how can you pour into others if your own cup is empty? How can you serve, create, or uplift if you are constantly weighed down by lack? In 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 8, Paul writes, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." This is the heart of abundance, not just having enough for yourself, but having more than enough so you can bless others. Let's make this practical. What does abundance look like for you? Is it financial freedom to pursue your dreams? Is it the ability to give generously to causes that matter to you? Is it creating opportunities for others to thrive? Whatever it is, know this: you are not wrong for wanting more. Those dreams are not selfish, they are divinely inspired. The Creator has placed those desires in your heart because He has equipped you to fulfill them. But here's the challenge: to fully step into abundance, you must prepare yourself for it. Imagine planting a garden. You can't expect a harvest if you haven't prepared the soil, planted the seeds, and nurtured them with care. Similarly, you can't expect wealth to manifest if your mindset isn't ready to receive it. What beliefs do you need to let go of? What habits do you need to adopt? Think about the parable of the talents in Matthew chapter 25 verses 14 to 30. The servants who multiplied their talents were rewarded. while the one who buried his talent out of fear was rebuked. This parable teaches us that abundance is not just a blessing, it's a responsibility. You are called not only to receive, but to multiply and steward the resources entrusted to you. So, chosen one, let me ask you, are you ready to embrace abundance? Are you ready to see yourself as a vessel for divine blessings? As someone who not only thrives but also elevates others along the way? This is your time. The divine does not wish for you to live in scarcity. You were chosen to flourish, to prosper, and to leave a legacy of goodness. Your wealth is not just about you, it's about the lives you will touch, the opportunities you will create, and the impact you will make. Step into this truth boldly. You deserve to be rich, not for selfish gain, but to amplify your purpose and glorify the Creator who has called you for such a time as this. My beloved friend, let me say this to you boldly: be fearless in your aspirations. You weren't created to live small or play it safe. You are meant to shine, to thrive, and to lead. Wealth isn't just about having more, it's about being able to do more, give more, and create positive change on a scale you may not have imagined yet. It's about expanding your capacity to touch lives, transform communities, and glorify the Creator who has called you to such a purpose. Think about this. What would your life look like if you weren't afraid to dream bigger? Could it be that the only thing standing between you and abundance is your willingness to claim it? Consider Abraham, one of the greatest figures in the Bible. God called him to leave everything he knew and promised to bless him abundantly. In Genesis chapter 12 verse 2, God said to him, I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Abraham wasn't just promised wealth for himself, it was meant to establish a legacy, to bless others, and to glorify God. His boldness in stepping into God's promise is a powerful reminder for you. Like Abraham, you are called to greatness. See yourself as you were truly made to be, large and in charge, positioned right at the top where you belong. You are not here to live in the shadows or to settle for crumbs while others feast. If everyone around you is prospering, then this is your sign. It's time for you to step boldly into the abundance that has always been waiting for you. Now, let me ask you, what if you believed with absolute certainty that money flows to you effortlessly? How would your actions, your energy, and your outlook shift? But here's the key, beloved. Gratitude is the bridge that connects where you are now to the wealth you desire. It's the missing link that so many people overlook. Have you ever noticed how some people, even when they receive a blessing, immediately start worrying about losing it? That mindset creates a gap between them and the flow of abundance. Think back to the story of the feeding of the 5,000. The crowd was hungry, and all they had were 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. What did Jesus do? Did he focus on what they lacked? No, he gave thanks. Even before the miracle, he expressed gratitude for what they had. That simple act of thanksgiving unlocked the abundance of heaven. And not only was everyone fed, but there were 12 baskets of leftovers. Chosen one, how can you follow this example in your own life? What blessings, no matter how small, can you give thanks for today? Now, let's talk about what wealth really means. Wealth isn't just about having more, it's about being able to do more. Imagine being in a position where you can fund scholarships for underprivileged children, build homes for families in need, or create businesses that provide jobs and opportunities. Wealth allows you to multiply the good you're already doing in the world. Think of the Good Samaritan. The Samaritan didn't just stop to offer help, he paid for the injured man's care. He used his resources to save someone in need. Without financial resources, he couldn't have done that. Wealth isn't selfish. It's a tool that allows you to live out your purpose and make a difference in the lives of others. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 9 to 10 reminds us, Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops, then your barns will be filled to overflowing. and your vats will brim over with new wine. When you use your resources for good, the flow of abundance continues to increase. Have you honored what you've already been given? What small step can you take today to use what you have to create blessings for others? Gratitude isn't just a nice thought, it's a powerful force that aligns you with the flow of abundance. Take a moment to think about people who live in a state of gratitude. They radiate positivity, and opportunities seem to follow them everywhere they go. That's not a coincidence. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. And what you focus on expands. Think of David, the psalmist, who continually praised and gave thanks to God, even in difficult circumstances. In Psalm chapter 23, he declared, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." This wasn't just a statement of faith, it was a declaration of abundance. David's gratitude and trust in God's provision carried him through trials and brought him to a place of prosperity and honor. Let's make this practical. What bold steps will you take today to align yourself with abundance? Will you shift your mindset to see yourself as someone who thrives, not just survives? Remember the words of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 13. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God, you will always be at the top, never at the bottom. This is your promise. You were not created to live in lack or mediocrity. You were created to rise, to lead, and to inspire others to do the same. Every financial blessing that comes your way is a reminder of your wealthy status. Celebrate it, embrace it, and let gratitude be your guide as you step boldly into the abundant life that has always been meant for you. The question isn't whether you are capable of abundance. The question is, are you ready to claim it? Many of us unknowingly create a gap between ourselves and abundance by our reluctance to give, focusing solely on what we want to receive. But, chosen one, here's the truth. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. You cannot separate them. True abundance encompasses both. It flows like a river. When you give freely, you create space for blessings to flow back to you. Have you ever stopped to think about how your willingness to give might be the very key to unlocking what you desire? Think about this. When you cling tightly to what you have out of fear or scarcity, you send a signal to the universe that you don't trust there's more coming. But when you give freely, whether it's your time, your energy, or your resources, you act in alignment with the law of abundance. Proverbs chapter 11 verse 24 says, "One person gives freely, yet gains even more, another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty." This principle is as true today as it was thousands of years ago. Giving doesn't deplete you, it multiplies you. But here's where it all begins, with the firm knowledge that you will acquire what you seek. Do you believe this? Do you truly see yourself as someone who is destined for wealth and abundance? If you don't, then it's time to shift your mindset. View yourself as wealthy, not impoverished. See yourself as someone who attracts opportunities effortlessly, rather than someone who struggles. Reject the notion that big money is hard to get. Let me challenge you with this thought. If you knew the ease with which some accumulate wealth, how would it change your perspective? Imagine for a moment that wealth is not a distant dream, but something as natural and effortless as the air you breathe. Think about the universe for a moment. It doesn't struggle to create. The sun rises every morning without hesitation. Trees grow without forcing their roots through the soil. Birds migrate thousands of miles with ease, guided by an instinctual trust in their path. This is the law of least effort at work. Jesus himself spoke of this effortless trust in Matthew chapter 6 verse 26 when he said, "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? If the Creator provides for even the birds, how much more will He provide for you?" Chosen one, let's take this principle further. The universe doesn't distinguish between manifesting a castle or a coin to the divine. Both are equally possible. It's only our limited perspective that creates the illusion of difficulty. What if you approached your goals with the same ease and confidence as you would picking up a coin on the street? How would that shift your energy? Now, chosen one, let me ask you, are you willing to embrace the idea that wealth is meant for you and that acquiring it can be effortless? Are you ready to let go of the belief that abundance is a struggle? Consider this. Some of the wealthiest people in the world didn't achieve abundance by overworking or chasing money. They aligned their energy, focused their intentions, and took inspired action. That doesn't mean they didn't put in effort. It means they worked in harmony with the flow of abundance. This is the power of doing less and accomplishing more. Take the story of Isaac in Genesis chapter 26. During a famine, Isaac planted crops in the land and reaped 100-fold because the Lord blessed him. Despite the unfavorable conditions, Isaac didn't struggle or resist. He acted with faith, and his abundance flowed effortlessly. This is a powerful example of the law of least effort. Isaac trusted in God's provision, and the results spoke for themselves. So, chosen one, how can you begin to embody this principle in your life? What would it look like for you to trust the process, to give without fear, and to approach your goals with ease and confidence? Remember, abundance isn't about forcing or chasing, it's about aligning with the flow. Everywhere you look, the natural world is teaching you this truth. Trees don't struggle to grow, they simply align with the sun, water, and soil, and growth happens. The universe is constantly showing you that life was never meant to be a struggle. Can you allow yourself to live with the same trust and flow? The next time you're faced with a decision, pause and ask yourself, am I acting from a place of scarcity or abundance? Am I clinging to control, or am I trusting the process? These questions can help you realign with the law of least effort, reminding you that abundance flows where trust and faith reside. Chosen one, you were never meant to live in lack. You were created to thrive, to flourish, and to overflow with blessings. The same ease with which the universe manifests creation is available to you. All you need to do is align with it, give freely, trust deeply, and watch as abundance flows into your life like a river that never runs dry. Hard work, chosen one, isn't always the answer. Think about it. How many people do you know who work tirelessly yet never seem to break free from financial struggle? Hard work without the right mindset, without alignment, often leads to exhaustion and frustration. Smart work, combined with the correct mindset, is what counts. It's about aligning your energy, intentions, and actions with abundance. The truth is, even the hardest work can perpetuate cycles of poverty if your mindset is rooted in lack. But that's not you. You're different. You are someone who affirms wealth daily, someone who visualizes themselves as already living in abundance. You don't let the doubts of others or your own fears take root in your heart. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 reminds us, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This means guarding your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions, ensuring that they align with the abundance you desire. Are you protecting your heart from doubt and fear? Are you filling it with faith and certainty in your financial blessings? Have you ever encountered people who dismiss the power of mindset, calling it unrealistic or nonsensical? I have. On my journey, I've met those who scoffed at these principles, people who dismissed affirmations, visualization, and the idea of aligning with abundance as wishful thinking. But here's what happened. Those same people remain stuck, always wanting, always striving, yet never thriving. Meanwhile, I've embraced these truths, and abundance has flowed into my life. What about you, chosen one? Are you willing to stand firm in your belief, even when others doubt or criticize? Will you continue to affirm your wealth and visualize your success, no matter what anyone says? Because here's the truth. Your thoughts shape your reality. As Romans chapter 12 verse 2 reminds us, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing and perfect will. This mindset, this understanding, is more than just a strategy, it's a way of life. It's the foundation of true wealth. We recognize that financial abundance isn't about greed or selfishness, it's about freedom. The freedom to live life on your terms, to pursue your dreams, and to make a meaningful impact in the world. Consider the wisdom found in Proverbs chapter 10 verse 22. Asterisk, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth, without painful toil for it. God's blessings are not meant to bring struggle, they are meant to bring peace and abundance. If you align with this truth, you will find that wealth flows more effortlessly than you ever imagined. Let me ask you this. What does financial freedom look like to you? Is it the ability to travel the world, to give generously, or to support your family without worry? Imagine having the resources to do whatever your heart desires. Now, believe that this vision isn't just a dream, it's a possibility waiting for you to claim it. The truth is, wealth in the hands of a good person is a powerful thing. Money isn't inherently good or bad, it's neutral. It simply magnifies who you already are. If you're generous, kind, and compassionate, greater wealth will amplify those traits. Imagine being able to bless others on a grand scale, to start initiatives that change lives, to give in ways that leave a legacy. Think of Joseph in the Bible. He rose from slavery and imprisonment to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. His wealth and influence weren't for personal gain. They were part of a divine plan to save nations from famine. This story is found in Genesis chapter 41. Joseph's story is a testament to how wealth, when placed in the hands of someone aligned with purpose, can bring incredible good to the world. Jesus echoed this principle in Luke chapter 12 verse 48 when he said, asterisk, from everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. Your wealth, chosen one, is not just for your comfort, it's a responsibility, a tool to bring light and hope to others. Chosen one, I urge you to embrace and claim your financial blessing. Don't hesitate, don't doubt it. Remember what Jesus said in Mark chapter 11 verse 24. Asterisk, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. This isn't just about words, it's about faith. About truly believing that your blessings are already on their way. Take a moment to reflect on your journey so far. How many times have you doubted your worthiness for wealth? How many times have you let others plant seeds of doubt in your mind? Let today be the day you uproot those doubts and replace them with certainty. Declare it now. I am worthy of wealth. I claim my abundance. I align with financial freedom. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 12 tells us, asterisk, the Lord will open the heavens, the storehouse of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the work of your hands. This promise is for you, chosen one. The blessings of abundance are not for someone else, they are for you. Remember, wealth isn't just about numbers in a bank account, it's about freedom. The freedom to live your life fully, to pursue your dreams, and to give generously. It's a noble pursuit, and there is no shame in seeking it. In fact, it's your responsibility to step into the abundance that's meant for you. What steps can you take today to embrace this truth? Maybe it's setting aside time to visualize your financial goals. Maybe it's giving freely, trusting that what you give will come back to you multiplied. Or maybe it's as simple as reminding yourself every day that wealth is your birthright. Chosen one, financial abundance is waiting for you. It's not just a possibility, it's your reality waiting to unfold. All you have to do is believe it, claim it, and align with it. Let no one plant seeds of doubt. Let no circumstance shake your faith. Your wealth is already on its way. Will you embrace it? Will you step into the freedom, the purpose, and the joy that come with financial blessing? It's yours to claim, and the time to claim it is now. Chosen one, it's curious. isn't it? How some remain skeptical of these truths, yet still claim to be in prayer, hoping for breakthroughs while holding on to doubt. But you, chosen one, are different. You know that faith without action, without alignment, is incomplete. By embracing abundance, by visualizing your success, and by stepping into your purpose, you are already aligning with the blessings meant for you. Here on this channel, I send out positive energy, love, and light to all of you who are walking this journey with me. Your support means more than words can express. To those of you who have supported this channel through super thanks, or simply by watching, liking, and sharing, thank you. Your generosity is a reflection of your faith in these truths, and I am deeply grateful for each of you. If this message has resonated with you, please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below to affirm your alignment with abundance and let us know how these teachings are shaping your life. And if you feel inspired, click super thanks to support this work and help us continue spreading messages of hope, empowerment, and abundance to others. As you go forth, know this: you are chosen, you are worthy, and you are destined for greatness. May the divine bless you richly with health, wealth, and peace. May every seed you plant flourish, and may your journey be filled with joy and abundance. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing, and thank you for being a part of this beautiful community. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and keep walking boldly in your purpose. Blessings to you all.